walk back the same way.
It was crazy. It was absolutely, I don't know if the guy was intoxicated. I don't know if he was sick. I don't know if he didn't show up. I don't know if he quit. I was talking with a lady and she said, I fly all the time on Frontier and this has never happened to me before. She said, I've been bragging about Frontier. I've been talking to people.
You're a YouTuber?
I am. And it's just frustrating. It's just very frustrating. Oh.
I saw many of your vlogs in YouTube.
Yeah? How are you? Where are you from?
Poland.
Poland. Hola amigos, bienvenidos. Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Thank you for tuning in. It's another absolutely amazing day in the neighborhood. It's just beautiful. It's just a perfect day. Got some clouds, sun. What more can you ask for? A beautiful beach, beautiful water. It's just a perfect fall day. I love these days. I love this time of year. I love fall, but I want to say bienvenidos. Welcome to the channel. Thank you for tuning in. Hey, if you are new to the channel, you're welcome. Come on in, have a seat. If you are a subscriber, if you've been around for a while, I really do appreciate you. You guys are the best. Hey, I'm wishing you guys nothing but the best. Man, life is funny. Life is short. Like, we only get one go around on this planet, man. We only get one go around on this planet. So I'm wishing nothing but the best for you, nothing but the best for everybody. I gotta talk about this Frontier flight that we went on. Man, it was a complete disaster. It was a mess. It was a hot mess. And I gotta talk about it because, man, they've got to change some things. They have got to change the way they do things. But we were heading back to the States well, I wanted to get back to spend some time with my mother on her birthday. So we were gonna fly back the day before her birthday and get there and spend her birthday, visit family, take care of some business, and do all these things back in the States. And it did not go how we planned. It did not go how I expected, how I planned for it. Yeah, but let's talk about it. The flight was supposed to leave at about 3:30 in the afternoon. But as usual, we're trying to get things ready. We're trying to get the place secured and all that stuff, everything put up. We're gonna be gone for a little while. So we're trying to get everything in order in our place here. And the taxi man, he texted me, he said, hey, I'm on my way. I'll be there at 1 o'clock or 12:30, whatever time we said. All right, cool. As soon as he texted us, we got a ding from Frontier saying that, hey, your flight is delayed, I don't know, 45 minutes. So I'm like, it's an afternoon flight, supposed to leave at 3:30. Now we pushed back to like 4:15. I told the wife, I said, they're gonna cancel this flight. I had a feeling. I had a feeling that they were gonna cancel our flight and it was not a good feeling. But anyway, so it gave us some extra time to get prepared, get the house in order. On the way to the airport, as soon as we pull up, we get another ding from Frontier saying that there's another delay. 30 minutes this time, 30 minutes. So at this point, I'm just shaking my head. I'm like, this can't be. We could have stayed back in our place. We could have stayed in our condo here and waited for the next day. But no, we are at the airport at this point in time. And so we're getting checked in and we get to our gate and it's a crowd of people. The airport was just loaded with people. It was a lot of people there on different flights and our flight was like completely full. It was completely full going back to Atlanta. So people were already in line asking questions. You can see people agitated. And so now it's about 5 o'clock and people are starting to rumble, like what's going on? And it was just a mess. It was a complete disaster, a complete disaster. And they said that the issue, it wasn't a plane issue because I'm looking at these Frontier planes coming in and there's one out there parked. Nobody's getting on, nobody's getting off. They said it was a pilot issue. I don't know if the guy was intoxicated. I don't know if he was sick. I don't know if he didn't show up. I don't know if he quit. I don't know what the deal was with the pilot situation, but in my mind, I'm thinking, if there's a situation with the pilot or the plane, I would rather be safe than sorry. Yes, I want to get back for my mother's birthday, but I would rather be safe than sorry. But they're not really telling us anything. Yeah, it was just a mess. So at about 7 o'clock, 7:30, we get a message saying your flight has been canceled. Everybody gets this message. Now, at this point, people are starting to unravel for real. But you got some people in there, they were not happy. Like, nobody was happy. Like, nobody was happy. But these people they were getting attitudes, they were getting smart. I felt a certain way about it because the Frontier employees here at PUJ or at Punta Cana, they speak some English, like they speak some English for the most part, but they're Dominican, they speak Spanish. Like English is not their language. So I knew the communication was going to be an issue. And so I'm just sitting back watching it, and arguments are starting to break out right at the gate with the Frontier employees and the passengers. They were not happy. The passengers were going in on them. Like the passengers were really going in on these employees, and the employees, some of them were just standing around. They weren't doing anything. Some people were at the computer, but we were like, what is going on? Tell us what's going on. What are we going to do? Can we get on another flight? It was a complete, I want to say something else, but it was a complete disaster how it was handled. They really could have handled it a lot better than how they did, because people are trying to get home. They're in a foreign country. They don't know what's going on. People are not communicating properly. And it's just frustrating. It's just very frustrating. Oh. All right, so after all the uproar, and they're trying to, they make a line. They make a couple of lines so people can rebook their flights. They can make new flights, and the line is jam-packed. People are trying to fight their way to the front so they can get some type of flight. And all these flights are going to be the next day. And so when I finally get up there, they're like, hey, we don't have any flights like tomorrow. I'm like, are you serious? Like not a flight tonight, not a flight the next day, but I have to fly like 2 days later? And so we're like, no. We have to fly tomorrow. Like, we have to fly tomorrow, and we're looking and all this stuff. And she says, well, we do have a flight that's leaving tomorrow, like at 1:30 in the morning from Santo Domingo. Santo Domingo. And we're like, are you serious? Are you serious? Santo Domingo? And so we were just like, all right, whatever, we'll take it. Whatever, we will take it. And as long as y'all will get us there. I asked them, hey, will y'all transport us to the capital, to the airport? And they said, yes, we will transport you. But before that, they said that they were going to put us up in a hotel. Everybody from the flight, we were all going to the hotel together. So at this point, some buses come, and we had to go and find our luggage. Like, they took our luggage off the plane or wherever it was at. I don't know where it was at. And we had to go and pick it up. Then we had to walk out of the airport to the parking lot and get on a bus. It was crazy. It was absolutely, man, I'm laughing about it now, but it was not really funny then. So we all go back and get our check bags, and we're like a herd of cattle. We're like a herd of cattle going to the to these buses that they have. And they had these big charter buses, like 2 big charter buses that everybody got on, had to load our luggage up underneath it. It was crazy. So it's about 11:30 at this time. And they take us to this, well, we went to a resort. They took us to a all-inclusive resort in Punta Cana, maybe about 15 minutes away from the airport. But we get to the all-inclusive at about midnight. And we get to this all-inclusive, and we're trying to check in, and that was even worse. Like, trying to check in, they're moving slow, like the check-in desk is moving slow, and it was a complete disaster. It was another disaster. But one good thing about the check-in, they brought us drinks and beer and whatever you wanted. They brought it out to the people in line. So by the time I get checked in, by the time we get checked in, it's about 1:30. Yes, 1:30 in the morning. We're hungry. We try to go find something to eat. They had like some old toast and some old, I don't know, sausage and potatoes at the buffet, and old French fries and old pizza. Yeah, they had all that at the buffet. So it It wasn't the best, but it could have been worse. So we get to the room. The room was very spacious, a huge room. So at this time, like some of the people are out, you know, they're just walking the resort and they're playing pool and they're doing stuff at like 2:30, 3:30 in the morning. I decided to go back in and lay down. We laid down and went to sleep. But the next day we were able to walk the premises, of the resort, of the all-inclusive. So we were able to walk. It was a beautiful day. The sun was out, right on the water. It was absolutely beautiful. We had a great breakfast. And at this time, I'm thinking, let me look on Frontier's app to see if there's anything available from Punta Cana, if there's anything available from Punta Cana. And I kept seeing this one flight saying that, hey, they've got a flight at 3:30 leaving Punta Cana that I can buy for me and my wife. I can purchase some tickets for me and my wife, leaving at 3:30, getting back to Atlanta at 7:40 or whatever p.m. And I keep checking to see. And so I'm calling Frontier and I'm trying to get Frontier. I'm on hold forever. And I'm like, hey, y'all reschedule my flight. I'm looking at this flight right here. It says that there are seats available. And they was like, I don't know, sir, everything is booked up because, we're backed up or whatever. But I'm looking right here. I said, go and look at this flight number. I gave him the flight number and he said, you know what, Mr. Williams, you're right. We do have some available seats and we can get you transferred from that Santo Domingo flight to this one today at 3:30. So I'm like, oh my goodness. I saw this flight yesterday, but I didn't think much of it. I saw it yesterday and it said it was some availability, but the people at the counter, they were saying everything's booked, there's nothing open. And I'm just sitting there shaking my head. I'm like, you have got to be kidding me. Like, what are some 4-year-olds running this company? But they got us on that flight that day and we caught the shuttle back to the airport with everybody else. And that wasn't it. When we get back there, everybody's trying to make sure they get on this plane. Everybody is trying to make sure they get on this plane. They are crowding the ticket booth, they are crowding the gate, and people are ready to almost bum rush. When they started announcing boarding in certain sections, people are ready to bum rush to make sure they get a seat. Some people were pleading to get a seat. Some people were pleading to get a seat on this plane, and it was more chaotic at this point than any other time. In any other time of the trip or the last 12 hours, this particular time getting on this plane was so chaotic. It was so chaotic. It's hard to explain. We got on the plane and we got out of there. Now, after they canceled our flight, they gave us a credit. Everyone got $100 credit on their account. And that credit is for 90 days. You have to book your next flight, wherever you want to go, within 90 days from the time they issue this credit. And I forgot to book it on my flight back. It would have paid for my whole flight back here. I totally forgot. And I thought it was good for a year or 6 months or something like that, but I just checked, it's only 90 days, so I might book me a trip somewhere. I might go to Puerto Rico. No, I'm not going, I don't know. Might go to Miami and come back or something like that. If you were on that flight and you hadn't used your credit, it's gone. If you're watching this now, it's probably gone. And that's not the end of the whole story. On our way back here, on our return flight here, we're driving to Atlanta to catch the flight. And halfway in our drive to Atlanta, we get a message from Frontier that our flight has been delayed coming back here. Woosah. But we were kind of running late to the flight, so it wasn't a big deal. It was not a big deal as long as they didn't cancel it. And luckily they didn't cancel it. They said it was a 40-minute delay. It ended up being an hour, and we made it back here, smooth sailing. But man, I really feel bad for the people that were starting things or had to go to work, because I think it was on a Monday that we were flying. So yeah, they were going to get back Monday night, and a lot of people had jobs to get to. They had called out or whatever the case may be, but these people, they were really panicking. So I would say if you're flying Frontier, make sure you give yourself a day or two of rest and relaxation where you don't have to go back to work, where you don't have to, I don't know, whatever the case, go to court. Whatever it is, give yourself some wiggle room. Now I'm gonna say this. This is not the first time that I've had a flight canceled. And this is not the only company that I have had a flight canceled with. I've had a flight canceled with American. I've had a flight canceled with United. And I had to like spend the night at different places in Dallas and Charlotte and maybe somewhere else. So it happens. It does happen in different places. I just feel like it could have been handled a lot better. Now I'm still going to use Frontier, but man, I was sitting there questioning my Go Out pass. But guys, that's it. I'm going to leave some video of what transpired there. Hey, I'm wishing you nothing but the best, nothing but the best. Love, joy, peace, travel, fun, laughter, sweat. Hey, sweat is good for you. Sweat is good for you. So I'm wishing you guys nothing but the best. Health, friendships, laughter, adventure, sleep, rest, all the good things. Whatever makes you happy, I'm wishing for you. Whatever makes you truly, truly happy, I'm wishing for you. But that's it, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Remember to like, subscribe, notification bell button, all that good stuff. And please watch out for coconuts. Peace. Ooh. Out.
เดี๋ยวดูสวยๆเลยมันอยู่ไกลบ้านกูเก็บมันกินเลยเหนื่อยขึ้นมาปากขึ้นมาลมเสียกูแห้งแรงเลยปีนท่านใดตายตายนี่แต่นางรอดอาทิตย์จะหลับเป็นสอง
I'm right here. I'm about to go right now.
Hey, if you see me on the beach or anywhere in the DR or in the United States or wherever, if you see me, come and holler at me. I would love to meet you. I would love to meet you.